Can I be fired for filing a workers' comp claim? Hi, and welcome to Daggett Shuler Attorneys at Law. After you've suffered a work-related injury or illness, you may be entitled to workers' compensation benefits. These benefits are required under the law and function as a no-fault insurance for workers that are sponsored by an employer and the state. To initiate a workers' compensation claim, an injured employee must file a report with their employer. However, this process can be uncomfortable for some workers. They may worry that the employer could be at fault for the injury, fear potential legal consequences involving OSHA or law enforcement, or feel uncertain if their own actions contributed to the accident. In other cases, workers might be concerned that their employer will react negatively, becoming upset, retaliating, or even terminating their employment for filing a claim. Fortunately, you cannot legally be fired for simply filing a workers' compensation claim. This is considered retaliation and is prohibited under both federal and state laws. Workers' compensation is your right when you're injured on the job, and your employer cannot punish you for exercising that right. However, the situation can be more complex in practice. Although employers cannot fire you for filing a claim, they may still terminate your employment for legitimate, unrelated reasons such as poor performance, misconduct, or business restructuring. The key is proving the connection between your claim and the termination. This often requires showing that the employer's stated reason for your termination was just a pretext, an excuse meant to cover up the real motivation, such as retaliating for filing a workers' compensation claim. One sign that a termination may be pretextual is when an employee with a history of positive performance reviews is suddenly fired for poor performance shortly after getting injured and submitting a claim. If you believe you were fired in retaliation for filing a workers' comp claim, document everything. Keep records of your injury report, claim filing, any communications with your employer, and the circumstances surrounding your termination. Note if the timing seems suspicious or if your employer's stated reasons don't align with your work history or performance review. If you're facing this situation, consult with a workers' comp attorney to help you successfully file your claim for injuries and protect your rights from retaliation. To learn more about how our experienced workers' comp attorneys at Daggett Shuler can help you, contact us today by dialing 336-724-1234 for a free consultation, or reach out to us through our website at daggettshulerlaw.com.